What's up, guys? Welcome to Fazi Fitness. You can turn on the captions for subtitles. So, here it is. 2 weeks out of the Arnold Classic 2021. This is how your 2 times and reigning champion William Bonac is looking like. Backstage before pumping up. He is downsized, but keep in mind, Bonac is most probably running low carbs, and this might be the flattest he would look in his prep. William Bonac was never the biggest guy on stage. Just take a look at last year's Arnold Classic, where he was able to take out 300 pounds plus Ramy. Conditioning looks great. You can see the glutes are in, and his back double biceps will be the best on Arnold Classic stage. Some people believe that William is on his way out, and pairing up with Abdullah doesn't make sense at this point in his career. But believe it or not, Abdullah is the most high-rated guru in the industry right now, with 4 potential top 10 Olympians. Stage presentation doesn't really do his conditioning justice. Posing next to the crowd really show the striations, dense and round muscle bellies that he's known for. What are the odds that William will win his 3rd title in 14 days? As we are getting closer to the Arnold Classic, we are gonna talk about it more frequently. Here is the Canadian monster, Iain, destroying another back session. Unbelievable that just 1 year ago, back was his weak body part, and it's becoming a strong point after a season of hard work. Sergio, in his interview, said that this guy trains his back every other day and he lifts crazy amounts of weight, and that's why we are witnessing rapid improvements. We can all agree that Steve Kuclo and Iain are one of those guys with the biggest frame on stage, especially talking about the upcoming Arnold Classic here. Both of them admitted that Sergio is one of those guys who is so big that until you see him in person, you just cannot comprehend. Steve is sitting in the 290 pounds range, all ready for redemption. And we have Sergio, who is still adamant that expectations should be realistic. And a young guy like Nick Walker just cannot brag that he will win the Arnold Classic after winning a regional show against a 10th place Olympia competitor. So Sergio has lots to prove to himself and his fans. Super bright future for Goodvito, who just won the Big Peter Sports Show. His competition was nowhere close to him, and that's why his conditioning was only good enough to win. He really needs to work on his stage presence and posing. But there is no doubt he is one of those genetically gifted guy who will make a living from this sport, and with more time, he will do everything possible to get in the best possible shape. Back needs more work, especially the back double biceps looks shallow. We all remember he was accused of photoshopping his pics a few months back. Well, his quads are looking insane and all legit today. The sooner he switches to IFBB, the better it will be. Looks like the best version of Nathan D'Asha is loading, and he is so far ahead of the schedule that coach is giving him cheat meals to slow down the metabolism. People do have short memory, and And as soon as someone new with good potential comes up, people usually forget about the veterans. Nathan dwarfed a much improved Rolly at Spain. Though Rolly was not at his best, but still that was a big statement. Just look at the width in the front double biceps and front lat spread. If he comes on stage with improved hamstrings, it's game on. That's a fired up Big Ramy, and he is doing everything in his power to retain the title for the second year. And who can argue about that overwhelming size? That is what's gonna play with competitors' head as he head into the last 4 weeks of the Olympia prep. People complained that Ramy didn't post enough to promote the sport, but the champ was staying silent and putting in work the entire year. Will we see an improved Ramy than last year? His team 100% believes that it's gonna happen. Is there anyone in the lineup who can take out an improved Ramy? I leave it up to you guys to decide. Ending the video with number 2 in the world when it comes to classic physique. Yes, talking about Terrance Ruffin here. Another update came out at 2 weeks out of the Arnold Classic. Well, looks like he has a lot of ground to cover, but he is at the top for a reason, and chances are he will make it through. And even if Terrance isn't 100% ready for the Arnold, I think 4 weeks is more than enough time for him to dial it in for the Olympia. The reigning champ Alex looks great. Always comes in condition, and this year isn't looking any different. But there is no denying the fact that there are some genetically superior guys who can take the title provided they nail it. Dani Younan looks at his best, and he is really vocal that he is going to win. Logan Franklin, another guy with the most fan following, and definitely much improved from Texas. And lastly, we have none other than Bryan Jones. All eyes on him, and hopefully he will not disappoint. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thank you.